With all the options available, it can be a little daunting to determine which sprinkler-headed nozzle is best suited for each situation. In order to efficiently meet the needs of the turf, there are a variety of factors that should be considered before making your decision. These include the size of the area, soil composition, slope, water flow and quality, pressure, and even scheduling is now a factor since some water districts designate specific days and times when you can run your irrigation system. The first consideration is the size and shape of the area that you want to irrigate. Pop-ups are well suited for small to medium-sized lawns or narrow strips of turf. Rotors that can reach longer distances make more sense for large areas. The next thing to consider is soil composition and slope. Most irrigation heads apply water at a higher rate than the soil can absorb, which can lead to runoff, especially if the turf is on a slope. Instead of soaking down in the root zone where it's needed, the water ends up running down the street. This can also create an environmental hazard by carrying fertilizers and pesticides into waterways. For example, coarse sandy soils might be able to handle up to 2 inches of precipitation per hour. A soil that has a lot of clay in it might only be able to absorb 0.2 of an inch an hour. This means that you would see runoff with a fixed spray head within 3 to 4 minutes of running the zone. You can limit runoff by selecting a nozzle with a low precipitation rate, like these rotary nozzles. These designs have slower application rates than fixed spray nozzles, allowing denser soils time to absorb the water before runoff occurs. Since rotary nozzles need more time to apply the same amount of water, this brings us to the next consideration: water restrictions. If your location only permits irrigation to run within a limited time frame, make sure that you'll have enough time in your watering window to complete all of your irrigation cycles before installing rotary nozzles. The available water flow and pressure are other factors that can influence your decision. Depending on the manufacturer, pop-ups using rotary nozzles need about 40 to 50 pounds of pressure for proper operation. Rotors require even more pressure, anywhere from 45 to over 100 psi, depending on the size of the nozzle. They also require a much higher flow of water to operate, so it's important that your system can support using them. Finally, the quality of water being used can also come into play. Hard or dirty water has the potential to clog nozzles that have smaller orifices, as with rotary nozzles. You may want to include an inline filter in your design when using these types of nozzles. For more information on sprinkler head and nozzle options, contact your local Ewing branch. To learn more about irrigation design and other landscape and irrigation topics, sign up for one of our live seminars. Class descriptions and times can be found on our website at ewingirrigation.com.